Today I was thinking about my life, about where I've been, where I've gone through, and where I'm headed. And I was thinking about a lot of things that people always say in the realm of Christianity. Like they tell you to hold on to God's promises, and they tell you to trust in God and just, you know, leave everything in God's hands and to trust in God's promises in the Bible. Now, I was thinking about that, and I said to myself, okay, well, in my life, there are a lot of things that I would like to have, or I would have liked to have had happen. Becoming famous would have been nice, but maybe becoming famous wouldn't have been the best thing for me. I would love to be in a relationship, and I'm not right now. And I'd go there to go here. In the Bible, God never promised us that we would be famous, that we'd have the perfect spouse, that our life would be exactly what we wanted it to be. He never promised us that. He promised us a life, and a life more abundant, but that could mean so many other things, like a life more abundant in happiness because you're more invested in helping other people, or a life that's more abundant because you're more inclined to accept the things that you do have and be happy with those things. He never promised you, a walk down the red carpet in Hollywood. He never promised you, like I said, the perfect spouse. He never promised you that Mercedes. He never promised you any of those things. He said he'd give you a life, and a life more abundantly. And abundance in our realm might not be the same thing in his mind. I personally think that a life full of personal satisfaction and peace with your life the way it is, I think that's an abundant life. Not so much a life that's full of red carpet walks and, Lear jets. You know what I'm saying? And so today I want to talk to you and let you know that you have to really, really, really be true to yourself and ask yourself, okay, if I wanted to trust in God's promises, could I be happy with a life that is just the way it is now, but full of peace? I know personally, I don't live in the greatest neighborhood, and I don't have the biggest, most splendorous house, but if I can have peace in my heart and peace in this home and peace in this neighborhood inside of me, I think that's more valuable than living in a, mansion with maids and servants, but not having any peace at all. And that's an old thought, and I know a lot of people have had that thought and been like, yeah, we know that peace is, invaluable. But a lot of times we don't enjoy what we have right now because we're thinking about what could have been, or what should have been, or why we didn't have it, or why didn't we get that walk down the red carpet, why didn't we become famous. And so I invite you to be real true to yourself and think, when you are thinking those things and you're sitting in your home and you're thinking and you're praying to God about these things, be real with yourself and ask yourself this one question. If you were walking down the red carpet, how likely would it be that you would be talking to God on a daily basis? If you were flying around in your Learjet, how likely is it that you'd be talking to God on a daily basis every day, religiously? Odds are you probably wouldn't. And I know that in my case, I sat down and I was real with myself, and I said, yeah, I would love to have been famous, but if I was famous and was surrounded by tons of friends and, glitz and glamour and like so many things that would be a distraction, I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now because I'd be too busy doing something else. And maybe right here is where God wants me. Maybe right here is where He needs me, so that I can talk to you guys and not lose my head with the paparazzi and not look for Him and talk to Him at all because I'm too busy doing those other things. So just be real with yourself when you ask for those things and you find yourself just on the cusp of being really angry at God for not giving you everything you want. Just go back to the Bible. He never promised you a walk down the red carpet. He never promised you a perfect spouse. He never promised you a Learjet or a Mercedes. He promised you an abundant life. And that doesn't necessarily mean a Mercedes and a mansion. It could mean peace in your mind and in your heart, wherever you may be. Anyway, that's just my thought for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.